Muy buenas, Marenitas Pinedas, ¿qué tal estáis, guapos? Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de Noire. Veremos qué pasa en el día de hoy con Cole Phelps, así que vamos allá.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
See you later, fellers. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you bantering with the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in at Central.
Qué bonito lo que le he dicho antes. Esto último sobraba, pero bueno. Bueno, echad de menos a la cuadra. La cuadra de animales. Venga, a trabajar, chavales. ¿What?
What?
Hoy vamos a ir así. Este traje no me lo he puesto.
Bukowski, get over here.
Venga, Bukowski, vamos.
Shirt on. Here I come.
¿Que eres más lento, hijo?
Stop just ahead.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique.
Uy, aquí hay rollo, eh.
Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, you'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, you can stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Lo primero que vamos a hacer va a ser ir a ver el coche. A ver qué pruebas hay.
You'll want to see this
Nuestro amigo el
Phelps
forense.
stamp laid out on the trunk, and that isn't even the best part.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Vaya tela. Una carta, a ver. Querida Jessie, por favor, cariño, vuelve a casa. Si te preocupa tu padre, estate tranquila, te ha perdonado todo. Tiene mal genio y es muy orgulloso, pero sigue siendo su niñita y te quiere. Sé que no te dijo todo aquello de corazón. Eres una chica buena y decente, cariño, y Hollywood no es para ti. Yo también tuve 15 años y quise ser como Clara Bow, ponerme trajes elegantes y besar a hombres guapos, pero en cuanto maduré y me casé con tu padre, supe que nunca habría sido feliz con aquella vida. Tú también te darás cuenta algún día. Seguro que la tía Juni te cuida, pero sigo preocupándome, ya sabes cómo soy. El mundo es muy peligroso para las jovencitas, sobre todo para las que tienen la cabeza llena de pájaros. Los pájaros pueden ser bonitos, pero a veces no te dejan ver lo que tienes ante tus propias narices. La Biblia, chavales? Emma y Molly te echan mucho de menos. Emma se está poniendo muy guapa y la pequeña Molly es listísima, como tú a su edad. Necesitan que su hermana mayor las cuide. Cuídala tú, que eres su madre, ¿no te jode? Querida Jessie, vuelve por favor, temo por ti. No dejo de pensar que está a punto de suceder algo terrible. Lloro por ti todas las noches. Your loving mother, Camille Hamilton.
She's a long way from home. Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
Cole, ¿qué coño acabas de
Is
hacer?
it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head.
Una cabecita
It's some
reducida.
kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Ahora sí vamos a hablar con los testigos. Aquí está la famosa esta.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a
Mira,
cop.
Harry Potter.
Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast
You? I don't like.
Hostia.
Bad of this.
Bekowski, ¿qué te ha pasado? Acusación de haber sido drogada.
We understand that you're still suffering
Parece
from the
drogada, de
effects of the
hecho.
accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Ya, pero ¿quién? Esa rata, pero ¿quién es? A ver, Poli, bueno.
Who drugged you, Mrs. McAfee?
You really are cute, detective. But a little too naive for my taste.
Ya empezamos.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Poli, bueno.
And she's your protege?
You could say that. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
Otra cagada. Venga, chavales. Mierda, tendría que haberla dicho algo de esto.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
You don't remember where the head came from?
I don't know anything about a head. Why is everybody talking about a goddamn head? Isn't anyone interested in how I am?
Otra mal. ¡Vámonos!
Mrs. McAfee,
¡Sí!
I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied
Joder.
Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm being taken in?
You could say that.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that you are under the influence of narcotics and that you are withholding information from the police.
My husband is gonna want a word with you, Sonny Jim.
I think we're good here.
Joder, no le he sacado nada, tío. Somos una mierda. Por favor, que la chica esta nos dé información, por favor.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Detective Phelps. You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly was. Chloral hydrate would be my guess, and there's clear evidence of abuse. She's still a minor, Detective.
Someone planned a double murder to cover up a statutory rape? Swapped 7 years for life and gets Guy McAfee on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me.
I guess it depends on what they had to lose. Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
A little. My head still feels swimmy.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Venga, Poli, bueno.
You could have died in the crash, Jessica. Why would someone want to kill you?
Someone wants to kill me? I wouldn't know anything about that. I just went along with Junie. She knows all about the movie business.
Joder.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt
Vale,
Junie.
ya ves el Poli malo, es que me da igual,
Trust her to take care of
Venga, sí, venga, cuéntame otra historia, guapa. Poli malo, tío.
Jessica, if you don't want me to call
Dime
your
la puta
father,
verdad ya, que estoy
better
fallando
tell me
todas las
what
preguntas
happened.
y me estoy poniendo nerviosa.
Please don't call Daddy. Why are you being so horrible to me? Can't you see what I've been
Venga,
through?
anda, cuéntame otra historia, tía. Son todos unos putos mentirosos de mierda, joder.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
You should think about going home, Jessica. You're getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
Grítalo un poco más, Bekoski, si quieres, ¿vale? Venga, vamos a seguir a esta, a ver si nos cuenta algo de una vez, porque es que... Es que damos pena, tío.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Baby?
No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803.
Mark Bishop.
Sure, I got the film.
She didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McAfee's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her? I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess!
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Madre mía, le han dejado la casa muy bonita, ¿eh? Mark Bishop paga a Lorna Hopgood la cantidad de $20,000.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Gay cowboys.
Presented to Mark. Looks like the old movie set downtown. Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Mira, aquí va a ser lo de la cabeza reducida.
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood, they work together on occasion.
Pues qué feos son, joder. Gloria Bishop, 26 años, pues el otro debe tener 50 al menos, joder. Más viejo.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
Coño.
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Vamos, vamos. La primera bien. Sí.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Vale, Poli, bueno.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Vamos. Dios, qué gusto da del cheque ese.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna Hopgood, esa es la mujer de Hopgood, ¿no? Mira.
Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Joder. Vamos, lo último ya.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Poli malo.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, detective. You sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband loves them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought
Joder.
he was a genius. A magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big
O
studios.
sea que a esta le ha pasado lo mismo que Jessica.
My guess
La diferencia
is
es que se casó a lo
Ballard
mejor o no sé.
sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Pleno.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Bueno, al menos aquí hemos hecho pleno. Vamos a llamar a ver qué nos cuentan.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver screen props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a movie producer's wife, finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Vámonos al taller de atrecho.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McCaffrey.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ.
Mira,
I'm Marlon
Hopgood.
How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Nos podemos encontrar cualquier cosa, agarraos.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Bueno, bueno. Hidrato de cloral, eso era con lo que lo
Doping a
drogaron.
15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people? Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
Huh.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
No me jodas.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Hola. Oh yeah. Hasta la vista, baby. Toma. Qué miedo, ¿no?
Jungle Drums.
Tenemos la dirección del plato.
Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop, Jessica Hamilton. No me jodas que lo ha grabado.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Qué asco, tío.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight out.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr. Cohen.
So you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. And how can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Jeez.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey, hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Vamos a hablar con el pedófilo este. Marlon Hopgood.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop is doing work for a studio...
Venga, sí, que sois amigos,
When
anda.
did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Pole malo.
He was here yesterday, and something happened that pushed him over the edge. You're holding out on us, Hopgood.
You know, I have very good connections with the Vice Squad.
Yeah, well, there's a surprise.
They won't appreciate you coming in here and strong-arming me.
Sí, qué pena. Mira, he fallado, pero... Paradero de Bishop.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Poli, bueno.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
Vamos.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Bueno, una de dos, no está mal.
Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb. but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch.
Dale
So
que
let me
sí,
put it
vamos
in
ahí.
ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what
Vamos,
good boys you
Bukowski, grande. Hala. ¡Hostias! ¡Hostia, que nos persiguen, tú! Vamos, vamos, uno menos. Bien.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh,
Joder.
Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Joder, vaya plató, tú. Vaya plató.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
¿En serio corres menos que este gordo, Cole? ¿Me lo está diciendo en serio? Vamos. Qué pesado es, ¿eh?
Hands in the air, Bishop! Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
Hostia, que vienen.
All right, you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Get me out of here. Come on, it's this way.
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
Madre mía, ¿qué viene aquí? ¿Toda la mafia de Corleone o qué? Vamos.
Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them! Quickly!
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Follow me! Come on!
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Ah, vale, que son polis.
Put your weapons down and your...
Now this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statutory rape and attempted murder.
La verdad es que ha sido intenso el caso, ha sido muy intenso, macho.
Instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You've developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted.
Toma
Go
ya.
on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
¿Y Bukowski? No, Bukowski, no le volví a ver. Mira el cerdo este.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work? Can I help you, detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need
Vamos,
something?
capitán,
I'm here
grande.
to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
No me fío de este tío, ¿eh? Ah, pues sí nos lleva a tomar un café. Qué majo.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
A los drogatas les encanta el jazz,
Big bands
joder.
and swing, I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that?
Nos vamos de party, chavales.
This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you.
Don't look so
Qué
happy to
borde
see
es,
me,
Dios.
Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not
Tu
to
tío
do,
eres tonto.
Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives.
Este tío es un gilipollas, ¿eh?
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. You realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You
Coño,
have
el
no
doctor.
idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the
¿Cómo que fascista? ¿Qué?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you
Tu
think
tío.
you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me.
Este tío se cree el rey del mambo y es un gilipollas.
Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
¿Qué cojones le pasa a la gente aquí?
These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about
Vaya
that drink,
tela.
boys?
Pistas encontradas 16 de 18, preguntas correctas 5 de 12. Daños a vehículos 2044, creo que es lo que más he dañado. O sea, en todos los casos creo que es la cifra de dinero más elevada que he hecho. Daños a la ciudad 195. Notas del caso. Al haber llegado antes al apartamento, le podrías haber dado una lección a los matones de McAfee. Ya. Sí, es verdad que me he retrasado. Ascendido a homicidios. Bueno, pues ¿qué más puedo pedir? Hemos resuelto un caso bastante interesante, un poco asqueroso, pero muy interesante al final. Nos han ascendido, nos hemos ido de party aquí con los colegas. Y no sé qué pasará con Bekowski, no sé si será mi compañero otra vez. Pero lo que tengo claro es que a nosotros nos han ascendido y ahora estamos en homicidios. Antes éramos de tráfico, ahora somos de homicidios. Así que nada más, aquí acaba el vídeo, espero que os haya gustado. Dadle apoyo, el vídeo anterior lo tenéis en la descripción. Y adiós, un besito mis niños.